All right. It took so long I had to watch a new YouTube channel that's out called Son of Sean Harmon. Funnier than crap. A new crime channel that just started. Okay. Here's the thing. You're not gonna believe this. Before, the TV wouldn't even let me turn on the menu. The menu would come up and then it would shut down automatically. I mean, it would stay on for like 2-3 minutes, but then it would shut itself off. Now, the menu is coming up and it's actually letting me get inside the menu to make adjustments. And it's not shutting off. So, could it have been one of them screws that were inside loose that fell out from that computer board over there? The computer board over here. Could it have been not grounded because that screw fell out? I put that screw back in. Could it have been not grounded? I don't know. But what I did was I got an antenna hooked up to it. And I'm going to see if it'll actually scan and let me get inside the menu without shutting down. Now that red light is blinking. But yet the TV hasn't shut down. Before, after a couple minutes, it would shut down. Once I put light to it, it would shut down. Now it's not shutting down. So could it have been something grounding out on it, making it shut off and giving it a signal that something was bad? I don't know. But before I tear the screen off of it, that's what's left to do, is break down, just unscrew the side screen, pop it down. I'm gonna go ahead and hook an antenna to it and see if it'll let me scan channels and see if I can get a picture on it. These things, smart TVs, are too smart for me. All right, let's see what happens. I turn it on. It's on. You shut some of these lights off so you can see better. All right, let's lift this baby up. Now, before, when I would hit the menu, I have to hit the menu here, the thing is there. I got menu, and it's not shutting down. Not yet. Let's see. Now let's go to quick start. What happened? Did I hit the? Okay, now it's coming on. Now it's shutting off. So must be the no, the LEDs are on. Let me hit menu. I've got to see what's going on. Menu. No signal is shown. there's menu. Quick start. All right, what happened? Ah, now I'm feeling some heat off of this. All right, so now I'm feeling some heat off of this. Off of this chip. Had these foam stickers on it. All right, so it's heating up, that chip. Looks like somebody put some kind of a heat, this white thing right here. I can feel some heat on it now. Now, I don't know if that is actually the chip or some kind of a heat reducer, but it ain't aluminum like these. So that might be the problem. I am feeling heat on it, and they say that that's shutting down. That can also be the problem that's shutting it down. So let's give it a minute. I took that foam off. Let's see if it'll cool down a little bit. Dang it, I let a whole cigarette burn away.
Just got this TV off Craigslist for $30. It's a 55-inch LED LG model. Let's see what the numbers are. LG 55 LS 4500 UD. Anyways, LED TV, got it for $30, and the guy said it would come on. The LED light down in the corner would turn on, solid red, and it would blink.
It's a smart TV, so. All right, let's check out this repair. See what it does.
Feels weird picking it up. The legacy of that shield is complicated, to say the least.
That shield should be destroyed. This world is ours. You're never gonna stop.
The whole script lights up. So this way makes it very easy. We don't have to test them one at a time. We can test the whole script.
And also to the standby light, the red light, and the IR infrared detector for the remote is located right here in this assembly. Good. Okay, we'll sit this to the side, and our speakers should come right up. They are marked RH. Yep. Out of the way. I'm going to just gently just take these connectors, go to the main board, the T-con board. I don't want those connectors. Because I'm not going to test from there on. So, let's go ahead and start undrilling.
I think I found a fuse.
Okay, once those screws are up, double check. At the get the screws out, double check all the way around, make sure all the screws are out of there because you don't want to be yanking up on it and not realizing that you still left the screw in there, and then you know what can happen, right? Okay, but anyway, so it looks like just have to carefully take this up. Kind of heavy too, so I want to start that down on TV. Okay, there we go. Voila, we're free. Okay, that was that easy. Not too bad. Right? Now we have to remove the screen. That's our major priority. Guys, all I got to say is be careful. I don't know how many comments I've had in the past, I don't know, a few months that you've been saying, oh, that was a nice video, man. I'm going to try that, man. And guess what happens? They crack the screen. And they're like, oh, man, I don't know what. People do not seem to realize just how fragile the screen is. Unfortunately, happens every day. Every day, even here in Chicago, they call every day on crack screens, more than once. And so, but anyway, I'm gonna have to fold my driver board over the screen. What I was saying. Before I attempt to remove the screen and the driver boards, I'm looking at they're located. They're pulled up under the chassis there. Yeah, the driver boards are located up under. They're still.
Okay, now it's giving me a menu.
Mechanic once again, and remove this board, which really should be too bad. Let's see here. Pull this out just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna get up under here. See what we're looking like.
Goodbye. Random calls and offers. Hello, built-in spam blocker. Now I can't soak up the sonic beats. Hello, Google Fi. The phone plan that can. Dear freedom, let's go. With the confidence knowing that tomorrow's road will be better than today's. Onward. Venza. Toyota. Let's go places.
Go down. Actually, like 5 of the cover thing. The smaller board, just pull it out with your finger and pull the board down. And there's a slide right out. There we go. Not too bad. Be careful not to tear or crunch these ribbon connectors. Okay. And we're going to be on the side. Okay. I'm going to actually take my board to the screen. Once again, so I won't snag them when I take the screen out. Okay. Before you remove the screens, always remember to look at the location of all 4 corners. When you go back, you'll know they're all inside of these notches. Not here, not here, here, here. Okay, it's not overlapping this black plastic bracket that's actually holding the computer screen. Okay, so yeah, making sure you want it the exact same way when you put these together. You not want the screen to overlap this black piece on either side. Otherwise, you're going to put that metal outer bezel back on. You're going to crack the screen, definitely. Now, someone asked me, what if you don't have any suction cups? Okay. Now, my thing is, it's better to get some suction cups. If you don't have any, go to auto parts place or either a hardware store like Home Depot, and tell me looking for something to pick up glass, okay? Or get one of those, they got some stuff that supposed to pull dents out of cars, okay, small dents, anything like that. But I do not recommend, especially on a screen this size. They got about 50 inch or something like that. You know, you can probably get it out and
They say turn the backlight down real low,
Say, somebody's on that side, I'm on this side.
and that'll keep it from
And once you
overheating.
get up, put your hand, both of you guys, put your hand all the way as far as you can on each side. That way the screen won't be in, and you have to sit it down on a flat surface. But fortunately for me, so I'm a TV man, I'm the big dog, I do have sexy. Screen comes right up, and I'm actually going to sit it over here. This is all one piece. Excellent, excellent. This is our diffuser screen and our diffuser screen bracket. Diffuser screen bracket, we have to pry that off with the clips. Okay, where's my prior thing? Here we go. And there's little clips that you just pry off. Pry up, I mean, not pry off, but pry up. And all the way around. And this should come right up. I shift off to the top, but I want to show you. It's just like the 55 inch I did last time. Okay. And you do that all the way around the TV. So some of them may break, that's fine. One breaks, one or two breaks, no problem. As long as it snaps back on there securely on all four sides, and it's even and flush against this diffuser screen. Okay, so you're gonna make that a place to lay your regular screen back on, making sure that's flat. Okay, so we'll take that piece off, and then once it's loose, you can always use your fingernails to get the rest of them off.
All right, now we're getting somewhere.
Some are stubborn, a little. Okay. Match from the markets also. Okay, so this is the bottom of the TV here. Yep. And that's how I know that I didn't work on this because I always mark my corner. So work with the TV wasn't me. And once we put a little dot on my diffuser screen right under there, once when I pull those off, I know exactly how those go. And of course, it's the bottom left corner. Okay. On the diffuser screen, make sure you keep these all together. I got my bottom corner mark. Okay, there's about 3 thin ones and the very thin one at the bottom. Okay, so I want to keep these all together. And I'm not going to lay them up against the couch. Well, it's not heavy. This is the part I hate. Put out these screen supports, plastic things. They got some extra ones in here too. These here actually just because we have to get our white paper off so we can get to the LEDs, right? Okay, obviously. So we got some extra shit on here. Wow, it's great. But let's see. Those things always fall off every time. I don't know why LG made those like that or been securely put those in there better. But as far as I'm concerned, that's really the only fault they had with this TV was the way they put those lens covers on the LEDs. Because I can guarantee you the new ones or replacements that I'm going to get will not have lens diffusers or LED light diffusers like this one. Okay. So they just fall off. Watch how you do it.
All right, let's see something here.
Yeah, those come right off. And then if they do fall off, they glue them back on. But anyway, I gotta figure out how these, I forget, you see, how these slide off. That way, okay, to the left. So this is how I do it. Is I get a screwdriver if I can find one. The end is flat. Spread up a little bit. Something flat. It should slide right up. As you can see how it's made, it slides into two things at the bottom here, slides into it. So it should be fairly easy on all 100 of them. Right, it's probably about, looks like about 20 of them in here. It's great. Slides out. Make sure you do not forget to put those back on. And you put the TV back when you reassemble the TV. And they also have some little things here. It was coming out pretty easily, as a matter of fact. See, that one came out easy. It looks like you're gonna have to squeeze those from the back. Okay, we're using some needle nose pliers to get those out. So, yeah, these right here. Yeah, these are get the little thing on the end. So you might have to take a pair of needle nose pliers or some regular pliers. You know, something that's long, and just squeeze the tips of these, and they pull out or push them through.
Swing into savings. Liberty Mutual.
Make sure I mark it here, in the corner in red, and chassis also, so I know which way it goes. Probably only goes on one way, but I don't want to be, you know, turning stuff around, wasting time, trying to figure stuff out. So we'll pull all of these screen supports out, and these other little nubs, and we should be right, and pull our white paper off, and we should be right at our LED. Okay, now we're down to our strips. As you can see, there are 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of strips. Each of strips come in two sections, an A and B side. And this one actually is, there's a line going to each strip. Like the smaller LGs, they have the line hooked in, we're trying to say series with each strip, one line, but there's actually a separate line going to each strip, and at the end of the strip is a jumper wire. Okay, so I do have all the strips. Now those strips might be new. I'm not sure. They really don't look. They still look, with the new strips, still have the same light diffuser or lens diffuser, I should say, that the old ones do. I try to change them because these will probably come off eventually or fall off eventually. So anyways, I'm just going to replace them all because I do not want this guy to call me back It's going to disconnect each connector. It just squeezes out, real simple. There are two little things on the end. You can see it, pretty much self-explanatory. And these are reversed. So you probably want to do these one at a time. As you can see, there's A, B, A, B, A, B. Same on the other side. Let me use the first. All right, we got triple wires on this side. I'll get that on camera. So let's pull these off. Same thing, two clips on the side. Pull them in. Come right up. Okay. I'll just take all these off first. Okay, I actually thought the connector on these new strips was different because the plug would not go in. But I looked on Shop Jimmy's site where I got the strips from it. It says the connectors are different at the end. And instead of just kind of like going from side to side, just push it on top and push it down to the force. And it did go in there. I'm not going to pull it back up. Because a lot of times you will. I've had some times where I placed the strips and the TV wouldn't come on. And come to find out that I actually bent or broke one of the pins. Either most likely on the strip here by pushing it in there. So hopefully that's cool. All right, so and I'm talking about these connectors here on the end. They're a little different than the original one. Let's see if I got this apart. I should take another one here, and I should see. Right here. All right, they're all the same. A side, B side, but they're a little different, as you can see.
Well,
Yeah,
it's not
so
overheating.
They do have the three pin, one for each pin, three plugs, or I'm trying to say contacts. All right, and but this one's a little different. Looks like it's about the same size, but yes, it says when you put them in, press it firmly down. Like so. It's a new one, so it's not yet. It's the B side. So just put it in there, and it says use of force. Okay, so it did actually go in there. All right, so yeah, when you put it on there, you're gonna be wondering why. Okay, it's not going in, it's not going all the way down, but that's it. But anyway, let me go ahead and finish with showing you how to do the first one. I'm not gonna show you how to do all of them. Just remember that they are all opposite. A, B, A, B, A, B. Of course, financially on the other, same way on the other side, on the other set of strips. All right, and so this is, so that's A, and so connect B. All right, and pull the paper off.
All right.
Connect it, push it in with the connector right here.
All right. It ain't shutting down. It ain't overheating now. I took that foam off and I turned the backlight way down. They say to turn the backlight down because it'll overheat the TV if the backlight is turned up to 100%. So I turn that down. It's not shutting off. I'm getting picture through my DVD, but I can't get it to program the channels because it's digital TV, I think, or direct TV. So I got to figure out how. All right, I got to figure out how. Now the LEDs are still on, so something was making it short out. Either that chip over there was overheating too much because it had all that foam on top of it, or that screw was hitting something that fell out of that computer chip board over there, this one, and it wasn't grounded, and maybe it was shutting off, but it should have shut off by now. I'm going to let it sit just like that with the backlight on, playing through the VCR or the DVD player. And I'll see if it shuts down. I might have lucked out. I might not have to tear out the LEDs out of it. It could have been just that screw that was shorting out. Oh my God. I don't know. We'll find out here real soon. Now I'm going to have to vent the back of this, that piece of steel over there. I'm going to have to drill some holes in it or something to get some ventilation through it. It's the red light is blinking, but the backlights are still on. So how do I get it programmed for the TV? All right, what do I do here? Okay, let's see. It hasn't shut off yet. Been running for a while. Usually a couple minutes it shut off with a all right, I got picture. It ain't shutting off. Before it would shut off. I got picture. Mamma mia! All right, I got picture, man. All right, so I'm taking it's not an LED situation. It must be that chip. That chip there that was overheating. I turned the backlight down. Now I got to get TV signal to it. What I have on right now is Spinal Tap. I might be able to put this thing back together. All right, so that chip over there must have been overheating. It ain't the backlights because the backlights ain't shutting down. I got it on, it ain't the LEDs because the LEDs are all running. I don't see anything flickering. So that tells me that it must have been that chip over there that was overheating, I would think. I would think. I'm going to have to come up with something. I'm going to have to cut a hole in the back of the piece of steel, the backing, connect a computer fan to it, solder it into it, and so it draws heat off of that chip. All right, let me see what I can do there. I'll be back. This might have been, I might have lucked out and not had to take the LEDs out. I'm not sure yet. It should have shut down by now. Every time I turned it on or even put a signal to it, after a couple minutes, it would shut down. It ain't shutting down. Maybe the rails were shortening up. I don't know. But it's still up and running. Well, let me see what I can do. Let me put the legs on it, see if I can stand it up. Then we'll go from there. I'll be back. So remember, if you have one of these 70-inch LB 7100 models, that chip over there, that white giant chip right here, which I can feel it. And so that must be what they were talking about overheating. So somehow you got to turn down the backlighting and the contrast down to past 50, I think they said. So it don't overheat as bad. And some way I got to come up with an aluminum heat sink to put on that chip instead of this, whatever this thing is. Or a fan to cool it. That's what I need to do. It had a couple pieces of these foam things on there. I don't know if that's supposed to take the heat out of it or I think what I'll do is put a computer fan right here to draw the heat off of it on the back of that panel over there. Somehow wire it into here, into the power supply. All right, I'll be back.